Welcome to BBC Oxford News. In tonight's programme, hundreds of people protest over plans for a high-speed rail link that would pass near their homes. The demonstration was held to coincide with a visit by the Transport Secretary, who protesters say isn't listening to them properly. Also, the battle campaigners say is one of life and death. They're fighting to keep a hospital unit open.
And later on South Today, the games go on, but do the region's competitors have Commonwealth concerns?
The Transport Secretary has faced hundreds of protesters in Brackley this evening. They say plans for a new high-speed rail route will destroy their countryside. Philip Hammond held a private meeting with MPs and local representatives. The proposed rail route would run from London to Birmingham and pass east of Brackley, cutting through the Chilterns. The non-stop trains would travel at around 250 miles an hour. Emma Vardy has been in Brackley for us.
Since plans for high-speed rail were announced back in March, they've been met by opposition up and down the proposed route, not least here in Brackley, where around 200 campaigners turned out today. Now, Transport Secretary Philip Hammond spent around an hour in a private meeting here speaking to MPs and local campaign representatives. And afterwards I asked him how he can justify the proposed rail network to people whose local countryside will be drastically affected.
Well, look, the challenge for government is to balance the national benefits of a high-speed rail network, the economic development benefits, the benefits in reducing the carbon output of our economy on the one hand, and the local environmental impacts on the other hand. And that's the big challenge. We've got to balance and weigh those two different factors.
And how will you justify spending on this in the face of so many public sector cuts?
Well, construction of this high-speed railway will not begin until after the next general election, and on the plans that the Chancellor has set out, we will have got the deficit under control by then.
Well, I'm with Andrea Leadsom, MP for South Northamptonshire, who's been leading the fight against the proposed route and was in the meeting today. Andrea, how do you feel the talks went?
Well, I am a bit disappointed, actually. I was really sincerely hoping that it was going to be far more of an open question, particularly on the speed. 250 miles an hour has to go in a straight line. If it was slightly slower, it wouldn't have to, so the whole route could change. And I was really hoping there would still be some open possibilities about that, and from the sounds of it, there maybe aren't, and so I was disappointed.
Thanks, Andrea. Well, it's expected another announcement on this will come as part of the government's spending review due out next month, and then building work could begin in 2015.